up, y'all? It's your rich auntie, Bernadette Joy. And today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite spending rule, the $1 rule. It is a great way for you to stay on track with your ambitious goals while not overspending on things that are going to take you away from your goals. And so thinking about our present choices in our money buckets, I know that consumerism is really hard to kick out of our lives. And so I love the $1 rule because it helps us to think about how we can be more thoughtful in our money choices and still make great money habits. Now, what I love about the $1 rule is that it offers permissions and not restrictions. And so maybe you've heard a lot of people who tell you, oh, you should not waste money on things that actually bring you joy, like clothes or electronics or, new gadgets and stuff. But I like the $1 rule because it allows you to buy those things as long as you use them responsibly. And it's really easy to implement starting today. All you have to do is next time you buy an item, ask yourself, is it going to be $1 per use? So for example, if you're going to buy something that is $10, will you use it 10 times? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and buy it. If the answer is no, then really think about how much you're going to use it and if it's worth buying right now, or if you want to save up for it in the future. So let me give you my favorite example, sneakers. So growing up in New York City, I loved buying sneakers for fashion and for fun as a student athlete. But now as an adult, I still love buying sneakers. But a lot of financial experts will tell you that sneakers are a waste of money. I bought these sneakers for $70 on sale, of course, and I was able to use them at least 70 times. And so does it fit the $1 rule? Yes. So even though it was a little bit of a pricey purchase, I was able to make a thoughtful decision about it because I figured out that if I would use it at least twice a week and I kept really good care of them, then they would fit the $1 rule. So using the $1 rule doesn't mean that you can't buy things that you like, but you just have to make sure that you make good use out of them. I often coach adults who feel guilty for spending money, and I don't want you growing up feeling guilty about spending money if you worked really hard for it. But I do want you to think about how you can be more thoughtful in your purchases. The $1 rule is a really helpful way to shift your thought process from saying, I can't afford to buy things to I can afford what I want as long as I make really good use out of them. Now, one of my favorite ways to use the $1 rule is for big ticket items. So maybe you're saving up for something really important, like a new TV for your room or a new laptop or a new phone. And those can get really, really pricey. But the dollar rule is really helpful in thinking about those purchases because it helps you to focus on saving up more money for those big purchases and picking items that are going to last longer, not just the newest models. So for example, my husband and I, we kept the same television for over 10 years because we waited a little longer to save up for a really good deal. And it definitely fit the $1 use because we've used it for 10 years. One of the reasons that I also like the $1 rule is because it discourages you from buying cheap items that are not going to last that long, and particularly around fast fashion. So I get that fast fashion can be really fun, but if you buy a lot of fast fashion items and they don't meet the $1 rule, you end up wasting a lot more money in the long run. And instead, you could buy some items that are going to last for a really long time and are going to be fashionable for years to come. I wish as a teenager that I had not spent as much money on these clothes that I was only going to wear a handful of times and instead use that money for the future or on items that I would have kept for much longer that are still fashionable today. Now, with every rule, there are exceptions. And one of the exceptions I have on the dollar rule is experiences. And so I encourage you to think of at least 3 experiences that you are willing to splurge on, even if it doesn't fit the $1 rule. So for example, if you're going to go eat out with friends that you really enjoy, you're going to go out with your family on a vacation, maybe buy treats for your furry friend, pick 3 areas in your life that you're going to spend money guilt-free and use the dollar rule to help you save money in other areas. You can put more money towards those things that really matter to you. So even though you might not be earning a lot of money right now, it's important to start creating really good spending habits while you're young. And the $1 rule will help you think about how you can make purchases in a wise manner without having to sacrifice fun. It's your rich auntie, Bernadette Joy. I'll see you next time.